take off my shoes just because I'm so sweaty. I'm very nervous. I'm Mariana Santos. Everything started 303 of 83. I was born in that day in Portugal, so excuse me my Portugueseness. So I'm going to tell you about my personal story, which is what I relate to the most. So it's all about mentors. This is my father. I sketched it just before I gave my talk to Sarah. He gave me a very strict army education, like, this is no democracy, you do what I say. And I ended up being a very fat child, and I was a bit embarrassed because people would make fun of me at school, like, oh, you fat girl, and I would come home and my parents would say, come on, be proud, don't be ashamed. So I decided to convert this social interaction, especially the awkwardness, into something that I could be proud of. So making shame into proudness, because it was nothing bad to be a fat child. I loved eating. So my mom took me to swim. She thought, okay, some swimming will do good for you, you're gonna exercise. And so I was a fat swimmer, but I didn't care. I embraced it, and I was proud of it. And of course, by training every day so much, I started losing weight. And this was my mentor. His name is Paulo Costa, and I'm so proud of him. He's more than half of what I am today, and I'm here because of him, because he trained me, he made me never to give up. He said, come on, it doesn't matter, you are so fat, you swim it out. So, and he taught me as well team spirit. This is my team in south of Portugal, where nobody ever won a national competition because we were so lame. We were an undeveloped part of the world, of Portugal, called Algarve, maybe you know by holidays. But my coach said, persist until something happens. And actually I persisted, and you know what, I started growing so much, I grew faster than everybody else. So I was very tall, like with 13 years old I had this size, and the girls were this big. So I was much bigger than them, so I became the first national champion of Portugal from Algarve. So it was something like nobody believed in me. I became a man for myself just because I persisted. And then I said, okay, I'm going to embrace awkwardness. That's why I have this hat, which is very awkward, but I don't care. I mean, in Arizona. So awkwardness is something that now I love it. And actually, when you feel awkward, what's the most awkward moment? For me, it would be pooing and having people looking at me. That's the most awkward. That's the only thing I don't want to happen. And imagine, dogs, they have to do it anyway, and they embrace it. Sometimes they don't like it, but I just embrace it, and I take that all over my life. This is my garden interactive team. Alastair, which is at the top with the glasses, he sent love to everybody, he loves newsful, and he was my mentor. That's where I got into the news. I was a designer thinking I had to do advertising forever, but actually he taught me now. And then our editor-in-chief said, how can we communicate? And you know what? I said, I'm going to tell him how we communicate. So I baked the cake, and I'm a very lame cooker, and I brought the cake in my bike in London, and the cake arrived much worse than this one. And then I put it in Alan Rosebeeger's desk when he was at the morning conference call, and I wrote a note saying, you know what? Now you listen to my story. If you want communication, we need to organize a team building exercise, because I brought that from swimming. I love team spirit. And he said, oh, okay, you know what? Okay, this is a video, maybe it's not going to play, but it's a video where we actually went on a boat trip with thanks. They gave me a budget of £2,000. Okay, take all the developers. The developers never talked in the newsroom with each other because they were very shy, especially for a Portuguese girl that comes in, they would never talk to me. But after that, they start talking and they start saying hi. Now I became a Knight Fellow, ICFJ Knight Fellow, International Center for Journalists, and they sent me to Latin America to try to do what I've been doing at The Guardian. And I love it. This is the best experience of my life. And I decided to turn all these small achievements I've been following in my life, either in swimming or at The Guardian, and that made me believe in myself, even if I'm just a little Portuguese from the south. Nobody knows where I'm from. So I want to bring this kind of thought to Latin America, to empower women to come to newsrooms and no fear that they don't have coding skills. They can learn. We all can learn. I didn't have any coding skills when I got in. And look, I am here at the Ignite Talk at this, which was my dream. So, and I'm creating Chicas Poderosas, and this is a call for all of you. I'm bringing experts from all over the first world country to Latin America. They really want to catch up with technology and online journalism, but they need to know the process. So I'm inviting everybody to come with me to Latin America. I don't know what happened to this slide, but basically, if you want to go to Latin America, I'm running this project. This is the time. But this is where I learned. It's either lead me follow me or get out of my way. So thank you very much.